Hi, I'm Mike Hughes, and I have another tip for you on how to make a competitive offer in a competitive market. And we're talking about the home inspection. And in most cases, this is where a deal falls apart because issues come up during the home inspection that the buyer just wasn't aware of or the seller didn't disclose. So we want to talk about how to get past this hurdle and make your offer as attractive as possible while protecting your interests in the offer process. Now, of course, the easiest opportunity to make your offer stronger is to not have a home inspection at all. This is not typically something that we recommend because most buyers just aren't comfortable with it. However, if you're a builder or a contractor, or if you've owned multiple properties and you more or less know how a property works, this might be an option for you. Another choice that some sellers are willing to allow the buyer to do is a pre-inspection. So in a competitive market, what we're typically seeing is offers being due on Monday or Tuesday. So if the house comes on a Friday, for example, it gives the buyer an opportunity to bring their home inspector through sometime before the offer deadline so that the inspector can look at the house and help the buyer determine whether or not they want to move on to another property or how it will influence their overall offer. This is a great way to remove your home inspection contingency and still have the benefit of a home inspection. Of course, the downside is that if you don't get the house, you would be out the inspection cost. Now, some buyers write in that they're doing the inspection for information purposes only. This doesn't really carry too much weight with the seller because it's so ambiguous. It doesn't mean that much, and of course it gives the buyer a lot of opportunity to get out. Now, the offer forms that we use have a contingency threshold. Customarily, that's $1,000, meaning if there are more than $1,000 worth of issues with the property, the buyer has the right to revoke the offer and get their deposit money back. So in a normal market, that's just fine, and unfortunately, you can find about $1,000 worth of issues in most bedroom closets. It's not that hard to come across in the inspection. But the most frustrating thing for a seller is getting through the offer process, selecting what they think is the best offer, and then having the buyer come back and nickel and dime them. So to have a stronger offer, here's one of the things that we've been doing. We increase the inspection threshold. So instead of the customary $1,000, some of our buyers have been doing $5,000 or $10,000. What this indicates to the seller is that we are going to have a home inspection, but we're only going to discuss major issues. We're not going to worry about the GFCI things. We're not going to worry about little issues that were most likely seen during the house visits or open house. One other choice that you have is, let's say you're walking into the property and you see that the brick stairs are a little bit crumbling. Now, of course, that's going to come up on your home inspection as a safety issue. So when writing the offer, if you're aware of it, you can just write in, we have made this offer and we are aware that the stairs are going to need work. We're not going to discuss those at the inspection. That's another way to give the seller assurance you're going to make it to the closing table, you're going to move past the inspection, and that you are a strong buyer. If you have any questions about this or any of the other tips that we've been sharing, feel free to call or email. We're happy to discuss them with you.